Today, we're on our way to Vegas. So I travel to Vegas about once a month to shoot content with the Sin City Bartender. And because I'm flying out so frequently, I try and keep these trips very economical. So what I did is I got the all-you-can-fly pass for Frontier, and I get a free personal item. So all I bring is one bag with all my gear. I thought I would share what gear I use to make this type of content. This is the bag that I bring. It's a Hazard 4. I made a whole video on these bags that I use for all my gear. Yeah, let's go over what is in my bag. I used to live in the same house. I actually moved to Vegas for a year and I was working here with the Sin City Bartender. Here's the studio. Kind of a mess because he kind of shuts it down while I leave. And also later on, I'll show you the studio once everything is set up and all the lights are going. So let's go see what's in my bag. So just a little house tour. This is the house I used to live in. This is the living room. That's baby Den. This actually used to be my room. Now it's Jason's little workstation here. When I come visit, this is my room. It's pretty nice that I still get a room when I come here, so I can leave some clothes. That way, when I come, all I have to pack is my camera gear. Let's get into some of the camera gear. I'm on the FX30 right now. I have my 10-20. This is an APS-C lens, so it's perfect for the FX30. It has that wide angle. I can also get a little tighter with the 20, but whenever I'm vlogging or just wanting to do something quick, that's usually the lens I have on there. For the Sony, I have the 24-105. This is one of my favorite lenses. I've tried the 24-70 and I've actually ended up going back to this lens because I like that extra reach that I can get with the 105. Let's talk about the photo camera. I have the Fujifilm X-T50. I have the 7 Artisan 18mm pancake lens. This thing is tiny and I like using it kind of as a lens cap for it, but also I can get some pictures. I took some really cool pictures on New Year's Eve with just this lens. It is a manual lens. Usually I just set it at infinity and it captures pretty much everything. For the X-T50, one of my favorite lenses for it, the 23mm Viltrox. This is autofocus, so it's nice to use this when we're shooting short form content and I'm getting pictures of the drink. Since it has autofocus, usually we're doing those pictures pretty quickly. And then I have an everyday filter by Polar Pro and collaboration with Short Stash, so have this on here. This is usually always on here. Yeah, this is kind of all I bring for photos. Yeah, usually I'm just rocking this lens. If I had a little bit more room, I would probably bring my macro lens because you could get some really cool shots, and it's a 60mm, so you can definitely get a different angle. But yeah, for the most part, for these last few shoots at least, I've been using the 23. I have the RedKomodo, so we only use this for YouTube, and it's the A camera. It's on sticks. For a lens, I have the Sirui Nightwalker. I actually brought the 24 this time. I usually bring a 35, but I figured I'd go a little bit wider because I can always crop in. This is 6K, so I won't lose any resolution. 24, I'm going to test this out. We'll see how it is. I always use the 35. Decided to change it up this time. I have the cable for the RedKomodo so that I don't have to run any batteries on it. It's on a tripod anyway, so no need for batteries. That way I don't have to charge them. Saves me some space, saves me time. I do have Portkeys 5-inch monitor, small rig MP battery, SDI cables, circular polarizer filter. Sometimes throw this on since we're working with a lot of glass. Cut some glare. Lots of hard drives here. 3 different ones. I'm trying to stick to these Samsung ones. Yeah, I have these right now. Hopefully I can phase these out soon. As far as audio options, I have the Rode Wireless Pro 2. Just gotta make sure these are charged. I think they might not be, which wouldn't be good. That's what I run for audio. Sync the red footage with this. And then I have a little ND filter for my 10-20. Red storage. Batteries for the Sony. Small rig camera tool. Just has a few different options on here. And then I have the small rig mount. So hooks on the red, monitor goes right on top. I have this little case for SSD cards. For the Sony, I have this 28mm Polar Pro Light Leak. Haven't really had a chance to use this. I think I took one picture. Really wish I would have gotten this for the Fuji, but at the time I didn't have the X-T50 yet. It gives you some cool light leak just by kind of twisting it around. I'll probably make a whole video on this soon, or at least try to make something with it because I haven't really had the chance to use it. Last thing, the DJI Action 5. Really haven't had a chance to use this much. But I did film a video. Well, I filmed the A-roll. I just still need to get some B-roll for it. So yeah, for the most part, that is the gear that I use, everything that I bring. Again, I try and keep it a little bit minimal since I don't have as much space. If I did have more space, I'd probably bring more things like flashes, different lens options, and just things to make it a little bit easier. But again, trying to keep it compact, minimal. And again, this is really all the gear that I do need. We're going to shoot a lot of short form tomorrow, probably some YouTube at some point this week. So I'll show you the sets once they're set up. I'll show you how we do the lighting and the cameras and everything. All right, let's go check out the sets. So this is the set. We're doing Pokemon, obviously. The camera, Sony FX30, and then taking photos with the Fuji X-T50. I'm just editing while he films, just doing a lot of the short form and editing and photos. This is the mess for all the short form. Tomorrow, we're doing YouTube. So we filmed some YouTube videos yesterday. Didn't have a chance to film the set while we were doing it. I used the FX30 as my B camera and then the RedKomodo as the A camera. So just got busy, but I just wanted to show you the studio that we work with. We have the big dome light here. We have a little key light right there, and it's a lot brighter of a key light because I want it to also light up the drinks and then everything on the table. So again, a lot brighter. And then we have neon light, how to make, that's his slogan. We have that light bar that's usually on. We have a Zelda light, he loves Zelda. Pokemon light down there. A light bar in the background that we actually can't get back into the app, so we can't use it. It's forever green until we get rid of it. The panel lights just in the background, giving a little bit more light to the background because it gets pretty dark. These panel lights, these are RGB. So we use these if we need any pops of color. And then we have that spotlight right there. It's very old. The spotlight is very broken, so we try not to use that much. And then again, running on the RedKomodo with the Sure lens, port keys monitor. So everything that I showed you that I run this with. And then just a bunch of his stuff here. So Fallout, stuff that people send him like IHOP, sour strips, and then all this stuff. So yeah, this is the little behind the scenes of the set that we work with. When I come here, I basically just take over this whole table. This is where I do all my editing. I'm going to start some editing because we have one project that we're working on that need to get done before I leave. I actually leave tomorrow night. I appreciate it if you made it this far. I am working on a video about the Action 5, so definitely subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.